¿Quién Najira? எனக்கே என் மேல நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு. ஏய்! ஓகே, எல்லாரையும் பார்த்து பேசிட்டே போயிரலாம். அடி உன்னாச்சினை இங்கு நான் கேட்கிறேன் அந்த ஓசைக்கு இணையான. ஓ, அது வழியா தான் கீழே போகணுமா? அது சரி. அவன்கிட்ட பேசிட்டு இதுல கீழே போயிடும். என்ன பேசுறேன் அவன்? ஓகே கைஸ், இவ்வளவு நேரம் மியூட்ல இருந்திருக்கு போல. தேங்க்ஸ்.
Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me take a look.
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah. Unlike you, it seems.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't...
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the
There's only so much I can do.
Was it like this last?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control.
So the enemy is stronger? I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact.
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You were off in the...
I came for a conversation! I didn't know it was gonna turn into an...
What do I think? I think we're certainly better off...
It's good having me around to help out.
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru...
Certainly feels that way. I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up. So, do you think this is what impending disaster... The sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. It's hard to imagine that the fall of humanity...
Awful things happen all the time. Sometimes people can stop them, and sometimes they can't. What you and I have done is increase our chances of stopping this one.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism,
Hi,
but perhaps
Harishan
little
bro.
decisions can.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, nothing. It's no. I hope everything works out tomorrow.
It will. As long as we stick to the plan, our chances...
It's really strange.
நீ என்னோட
You're my
junior ஆனா நீ
junior.
வந்து
I think
என்னன்னா
it's
எனக்கு
mostly
மேல
a matter of
இது கொடுக்குற
temperament.
மாதிரி react பண்றான்.
Ugh, walked right into that.
கூலா ஹேண்டில் பண்ண கைஸ் எதனாலும் கீழே போயிடும். ஓகே கீழே போங்க. Yes, I know.
We'll make our move after sunrise tomorrow.
Good.
ஆமா கரெக்ட்.
Is that
As much as possible.
எல்லாம் ரெடியா?
that'll be enough?
எல்லாமே ரெடி ஆயிடுச்சு. அது
Don't let the
போதும்.
pressure get to you. We'll take things.
Master
கூலா எல்லாமே
Tainari!
ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுங்க.
Mr. Saito! So this is... I brought some juice and some water.
உங்களுக்காக
Would you
ஜூஸும்
like some?
கொஞ்சம் வாட்டரும் கொண்டு வந்திருக்கேன்.
I know how
குடிக்கிறீங்களா
easily you
கேப்
get
அவர்களே?
dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water.
ஸோ நீ தான்
In
குடிக்கணும்
which
கேப்.
case, I'll have the juice.
நான் ஜூஸ் குடிச்சுக்கிறேன்.
I gotta ask though, who's on juice making duty at a time like this?
இந்த
Madam
டைம்ல யாரு ஜூஸ்
Farazan
செய்றா?
said she was feeling a little nervous,
ஸோ
so I
மேடம்
told her about
ஃபெருசனுக்கு
the
வந்து
automatic
கொஞ்சம்
juicer my friend invented. She took it right off me.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
சுக்ரோஸ் ஓ மை காட்.
Yeah, I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this incident occurred, but
The juice is very sweet.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
உனக்கு எப்படி
Physically,
இருக்கு
I'm
உடம்பு?
okay. It
பட்
just still
மென்டலி
feels strange
மென்டல்
to
ஆயிட்டேன்
me.
நான்.
Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
I know the feeling well.
இருக்குன்றாங்க.
That same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can...
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about,
என்னடா
Would
பேசிக்கிட்டு
anyone like
இருக்கீங்க?
any juice? Oh, you have some already. I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else? Very well, very
ஆமா
well.
என்ன இதெல்லாம்
I shall be
ஆக்சுவலா
absent.
எனக்கு என்ன தெரியுமா பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு இந்த இந்த இதுல என்ன எனக்கு ஸ்டார்டிங்ல அதாவது நான் விளையாண்ட வரைக்கும் என்ன பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா அந்த இது உடைச்சாங்கல்ல ட்விஸ்ட் கோலியோட இந்த இந்த இதை பத்தி சொல்லிட்டாங்க. சரி ஓகே, அடுத்து இதுக்கு என்ன மாற்று இது கொண்டு வரலாம். சரி ஏப்பப் வந்து கொடுத்துருந்துச்சு, இந்த நகிடா வந்து சரி பண்ணி கொடுத்துச்சு. அது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் அவங்களோட கான்வர்சேஷன் ரெண்டு பேரோடது சூப்பராக இருந்துச்சு. இதெல்லாம் இவங்க சுமேருலேயே பண்ணியிருந்துருக்கலாம். ஏன் இவ்வளோ லேட்டாக பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு தெரில. ரெண்டு பேருக்கும் ஒரு கான்வோ இருந்திருக்கும், அந்த ஏப்பப்புக்கும் அந்த இவங்க இந்த குரூப்புக்கும். அது நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் சரி இப்போ நம்ம பவராக நம்மளுக்கு வேற ஏதாவது தேவை அப்படின்னோடனே மாவிகாவோட டிசிஷன் எடுத்திருப்பாங்க. மாவிகா தான் பக்கத்தில் இருக்கா, சரி போய் எடுப்போம். அது நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. அப்புறம் டிராவலரும் போய் அந்த நாசிஸை வாங்கிட்டு வர்றதுக்கு ஒன்று பண்ணுவான். நான் வந்திருக்கிறது தெரியாது, ஏன்னா நான் லேன்ல கனெக்ட் ஆகல. அது வந்து ரெக்கார்ட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். அது கனெக்ட் ஆனது எனக்கு தெரியவே, மித்த யாருக்குமே தெரியாது. ஆனால் நகிடா வந்து பிரச்சனை ஆயிடுன்னு சொல்லி நகிடா வந்து அவனுக்குள்ள இது பண்ணி அங்கே மாவிகா கூட பேச வைக்கிறது மாஸ் மொமெண்ட், பிரில்லியன்ட் மொமெண்ட். அந்த மாதிரி தான் எதிர்பார்க்கிறேன். சூசப் கொடுங்க, அதை கொடுங்க.
There's this enormous
இவ்வளவு
power,
நல்லா போய்கிட்டு இருந்த
and
கதை
there's
நான்
little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two.
Yeah. But after all this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to...
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper
அந்த
issues.
இதெல்லாம் எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சு. அந்த வேர்ல்டு கோஸ்டோட ஜெட்டு வந்தது, அந்த லில் பூர்ணா அது வந்தது. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த அர்ணரா அவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஹெல்ப் பண்றது. ஏன்னா நகிடா அவங்க தான் கடவுளுக்கே ஒரு பிரச்சனைனா கொய்யால இறங்கிடுவோன்றதெல்லாம் காட்டுறதெல்லாம் ஓகே. ஆனா இத வந்து இவ்வளவு பெருசா வைக்கணுமா?
I
அது
don't
ஒரு
think it's
கேள்வி இருக்கு.
childish at all. You were the
இல்ல,
victim of a terrible crime.
எனக்கு ஏன் எக்ஸாஸ்ட்
It's
ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு
normal to
நினைக்கிறேன்னா,
struggle with the fallout from
முன்னாடி
it.
நீங்க கொடுத்த அந்த
You have
8
absolutely nothing
இதை
to be
வந்து கம்மி
ashamed of.
பண்ணிட்டு இதை ஒரு 4 சாப்டர்ல கம்மி பண்ணிட்டு இதை ஒரு 5வது 6வது கொடுத்திருந்தா மேபி இன்னும் இம்பாக்ட்ஃபுல்லா இருந்திருக்கும். இதே லென்த்தோட நீங்க அதையே 8 கொடுத்து வச்சுட்டீங்க, இதையும் இவ்வளவு கொடுக்குறீங்க. ஸோ அதுதான் இப்ப பிரச்சனையே. பிஜு நன்றிகள். 29 மாசமா வந்து மெம்பரா இருக்கீங்க. பிஜு வந்திருக்காரு. போட்டு வெளுத்துரு. கரெக்ட் ப்ரோ. என்ன புரியுதுன்னு தெரியல
My
உங்களுக்கு.
professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over.
ஆ
Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
ஐ டோன்ட் see anyone. ஓ பிளாக் பண்ணிட்டியோ?
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that. The same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain
பிளாக்
upon me
பண்ணிட்டான் ப்ரோ. அதான்
have
எனக்கு
now
தெரியுது.
become a weapon with which I can protect everyone. It's
சரி,
like my own
community post
personal kind
போட்டுருங்க.
of evolution.
பாக்குற 3 பேர் போய் ஓட் பண்ணிட்டு வந்துருங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு ஹரி, கேப், பிஜு 3 பேர் பாக்குறீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அடுத்து என்ன கேம் பண்றதுன்னு போட்டிருக்கேன்.
Every innocent
எனக்கு
person
தெரிஞ்சு
who's
போற
been
போக்குல
hurt
எவனும் ஓட்டு
needs
போட
time
மாட்டான்.
to
நம்மளே
realize
இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் பண்ணி
that
ஓட்டு
it
போட
wasn't
வச்சாதான்.
their fault.
உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சது அதுல எது
I
வேணாலும்
was
ஓட்டு
the
போடுங்க.
same.
பட் ஓட்டு போடுங்க. ஓட்டு போடுவது உங்களது உரிமை. எதுக்கு வேணாலும் ஓட்டு போடுங்க.
But it's all about to be over. Tomorrow,
டுமாரோ
ends for
நாளைக்கு
good.
தான் guys எல்லாம்.
I don't know if you've noticed,
ஓட்டு
but
போட்டுருங்க.
you
எதுக்கு
rarely
வேணாலும் ஓட்டு
stumble over
போடுங்க.
your words anymore,
நான்
and
இந்த
your
கேம்
outlook has
அந்த கேம்
become much more
அப்படிலாம்
positive.
சொல்லல.
It's a big change from how you used to be.
எது அதிகமா இருக்கோ நான் பண்றேன்.
And since this isn't over,
எப்படினாலும்
you can
எல்லாமே
settle the
முடிச்சுதான்
matter on your own terms. It's time you seized back control. I believe
பண்ணணும்
in you.
கேப்ப இவரு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாரு. பண்ணுவோம் அந்த கேமை. பட் எல்லாமே நம்ம பண்ணணும். எதுவுமே பாதியில விட்டோன்னு நம்ம இருக்க கூடாது கைஸ். புரிஞ்சுதோ? சில பேர் மாதிரி
yeah. Sumiro is my home.
இதுதான் எனக்கு முக்கியம்.
it's-
நான் இதை
And once you're
protect
done, how about you come back and apply for Spantamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch,
ஏன்
would
அப்படி
you?
பண்ற?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? Ugh, my arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere.
Madam Farazan, why are you here?
Thank you, Madam Farazan.
Okay, 3
Drink
கப்
up
ஃப்ரீயா
and enjoy my
இருக்குன்னாங்க. நல்லா
handiwork.
குடிக்க.
I think
நல்லா
I'm going to
குடிக்க.
make something else now instead.
Please, try to relax, Madam
சில
Farazan.
பேருக்கு புரிஞ்சுதா?
Your nerves are starting to get the better of
I know.
புரிஞ்சுதாடா? ஓகே, இப்போ திரும்ப கீழே போணுமா? எல்லாமே கீழே தானே இருக்கு. 3மே கீழே தான் இருக்கு. இன்னும் பேசுறாங்க அவங்க. ஒரு ஜூஸுக்கு அடிச்சுக்கிறாங்க. இரு நம்ம வந்து லோயர் லெவல் போயிட்டு வந்துடும். அட்லீஸ்ட் இது நம்மளுக்கு கடுப்பா இருந்தாலும் எல்லாரும் என்னென்ன பேசுறாங்க, என்னென்ன மைண்ட் செட்ல இருக்காங்கன்றத தெரிஞ்சுட்டு வந்துடும். ஏன்டா இந்த காட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பேச மாட்டியாடா? பார்த்து பேசுறாங்க கைஸுங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு உற்சாகத்தை கொடு.
Something on your mind, Miss Nefer?
Nothing in particular. It's just
But the future has not yet arrived.
some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain blissfully unaware. Each group is imagining an entirely different future while walking towards the same one. But when they get there, they'll still find they feel differently about it. People are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances create people with different perspectives.
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to be a particularly incisive one.
Even at the height of the crisis in
நிக்கோலோட
Nagpur,
டிசைன் தான்
people held
இன்னும் நல்லா
diverging
பண்ணிருக்கலாம்.
opinions. But things are different this time.
மேபி கலர் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் கான்ட்ராஸ்டா இருந்திருக்கலாம். இவ பக்கத்துல நிக்கிறதுக்கு இவ கொஞ்சம் ஒரு மாதிரி டல்லா தான் இருக்கா நிக்கோல்.
Indeed.
இங்கேயே எனக்கு டைம்.
Regardless of faith, gender, wealth,
டைம்
skin
அவுட்
color,
போடுறது
or
தவறு.
eye color,
சரியா?
everyone
இந்த
in
மாதிரி ஒரு
Sumeru knows
இது
what will
வரும்போது
happen
டைம் அவுட் போட்டு
tomorrow.
அந்த தவறை மட்டும் பண்ணாத. ஹைடு கொடுத்துரு.
The world has never been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds, a moment of unprecedented unity and equality is about to take place. It's fascinating. If only my
Era. To me, that term represents a much greater span of time. It could.
Do angels even feel fear?
Yes, at least I do. I fear the gap that time renders
என்னடி
all
கவலை?
memories insignificant and reduces all splendor to nothing. But those memories are the one thing.
You're very
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of
Oh.
awareness, and we fall to the earth. After spending so long among humans,
You're more human than some human.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations.
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. After comparing the two of us, I suddenly discovered that it was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most people pursue glory and
Hey,
miracles,
Carrot. Hi.
I
Welcome,
too am
Carrot.
pursuing miracles
Please.
of my own. Guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. That is my miracle. It doesn't sound so bad, does it?
அப்படியெல்லாம் இல்லைங்க. ஓகே, அங்க என்ன இருக்கு? மேலே போகணுமோ? நான் மேலே போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். என்ட்ரன்ஸா? நான் ரெடி தான், வர்றவா? ஏய், இவடா.
Look at the time. I should head back.
பொசியா. எப்ப பாரு மயங்கி விழு இல்ல தடுக்கி விழு.
I'm so sorry.
I'm fine. Wait.
Have we met?
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths by the house of Dana before.
உங்க கதை எனக்கு தாண்டி தெரியும்.
Oh.
You recognize me?
The clue's in the name.
Fair point.
It's getting...
I could ask you the same question. If I'm not mistaken, all the workload for the Ratawa Archon wrapped up a good while ago.
Well, I have something of a background in Satyavada life, so I was helping the Dendro Archon make some preparations.
Did you find the experience enlightening at all?
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did sense some I was told that I even shed tears
இதே
while I was
கைஸ்
meditating.
நம்ம தமிழ் ஆளுங்க
Oh,
டப் பண்ண
I have
கூடாது.
no
இதெல்லாம் ஒரு
idea
சினிமா
why.
தானே.
Sorry. I hope I...
Not at all. It just proves you're very accomplished in your research. Good night. I wish you all...
Thank you, sir.
எப்படி இருக்கேன்?
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow. I could really do with a stiff drink.
Let us pray instead.
வாங்க சாமி கும்பிடலாம்.
Prayer.
Lord
Dory.
Sangama Bay. Came to get some fresh air too.
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stocked up on that perfume you said you were...
No, really? I'll take two. Any chance of a friends and family?
I knew you'd ask that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
அது சரி.
That's very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay. Does this mean you've made a...
Nope. Turns out it's not that easy to turn a profit there. I even ran some assorted losses.
அது
But
சரி.
anyway, remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month? That...
No way. I had no idea that was your shipment. Explain.
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years. The shelters you've...
Wait, how did you know about that? The pesky lady. Aren't intel brokers at least supposed to charge for divulging?
She and Candace go way back. It's normal for close friends to share things you wouldn't tell.
Sure, but why did they have to be...
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a generous person you...
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home. Just because we can tell what kind of person you are.
Well, maybe her intentions were partly good.
ஏய் தீபக் ப்ரோ.
I don't think
ஹலோ.
that's the full story. I'm sure she enjoyed knowing how much...
Definitely with you on that. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My heart is filled with...
Anger. You know, being able to get angry is a good thing. It shows that you're in touch with the real world.
My late, just taking a walk to clear my head.
Hey,
Look where I ended
Danyazad.
up. Were you praying just now?
Yes, Miss Dunyarzad. Would you like to join?
Come on, it's fine.
Oh, that...
I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad. You visited my shop before, if I recall correctly.
That's right. She is such a gentle, and I see her more as a friend. And so do many others. She's...
இன்னும்
Agreed,
முடிக்கலையா bro?
agreed. She's a
ஐயோ,
wise
sad bro.
teacher and a good friend.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation.
ஏதாவது try
Everyone's
பண்ணுங்க.
aware that
கண்டிப்பா
tomorrow's
முடியும்.
battle is one that ordinary people can join too. A battle. Oh, it makes me glad. I can finally do something for those who protected me.
You've grown so much since we first met.
Oh, a compliment? Ooh,
My lady, you've always been a remarkably strong and ambitious person. It's indisputable. And
தெரியல
that's
bro.
not just a
அது ஆனா
compliment.
முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா
It's a
தான்
statement
அடுத்த
of fact.
proceed பண்ண முடியுது.
What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may not be entirely the same, but
I pray that everyone will rise to the challenges ahead.
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
அவ்வளவுதான் நினைக்கிறேன். Guys, I am trying so hard but முடியலையா? தெரியல. எப்பயாவது PC கிடைச்சா PC-ல ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. PC-ல தான் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு அது கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இல்ல உங்க மொபைல்ல ஜாய்ஸ்டிக் ஏதாவது கனெக்ட் பண்ண முடிஞ்சா அதுல கூட ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்க. ஐ ஹோப் ஜாய்ஸ்டிக்ல கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியா இருக்கும்னு. ஆனா முடிச்சிடுங்க எப்படியாவது இல்லனா கஷ்டம்.
I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage,
இதுல போர்ஷ்
no
வருது
matter
bro.
how
போர்ஷா
glorious, can compare to
Porsche car
true
வருது.
beauty.
அதுவும் நீங்க ஸ்பின் பண்ணி எடுக்கிற மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். ஃபாண்ட்ஸ் அதிகமா சேர்த்து வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஒரு 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 கோடி ஸ்பான்ஸ் தேவை. ஃபாண்ட்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா கஷ்டம். உங்க லக்கை பொறுத்து 6 ஸ்பின்னுக்கு மேல பிட்டி ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். மொத்தம் 15 பிட்டி போடணும்.
Dendro Archon,
ஒரு
what
கோடி
is on your mind?
இல்ல 15,000 அனலுக்கு தேவை.
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of question?
So many. More than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. What are the many disasters that this world faces but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to
லக்ரிமோசா
seize
கைவஸ் 2
victory.
பேர் வர்றாங்க அடுத்த வாரம்.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently.
அப்புறம் இன்கேம்லேயே ஒரு சோஷியல் மீடியா வந்துடுது. ஸோ அதுலேயே நம்ம வந்து ஃபோட்டோ போட்டுக்கிறது, புக் மார்க் பண்ணிக்கிறது, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுறது, லைக் பண்ணுறது எல்லாமே பண்ணிக்கலாமா?
I must not
அப்புறம் ஆட்டோ
fail.
மோடு வருது. கார் வந்து அதுவே ஆட்டோ மோடு
And so
போயிடுது.
the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree, if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond.
Nahida! Just in time.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
அவ்வளோதான் எல்லாருமே வந்துட்டாங்க.
Miss Nicole! You run so... I thought I get a lot of exercise.
Sorry.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready.
As discussed during our meeting,
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at
அங்க
this
இருந்து
stage.
அக்சஸ் பண்றது
There are
feasible
other
கிடையாது.
options,
அதனால
it's
இன்னொரு
just-
ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு.
They're a little more extreme. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become a system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
gift பண்ற மாதிரி வரலையா ப்ரோ? என்ன gift பண்ற மாதிரி ப்ரோ?
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think...
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
என்ன gift பண்ற மாதிரி ப்ரோ? அது இருக்குல, அதான் என்ன gift பண்ற மாதிரி?
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
bro. வேணா இது டாப் அப் தான் பண்ண முடியும். டாப் அப் பண்ணி நீங்க அதை கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணி நீங்க எடுத்துக்கலாம் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச மாதிரி.
Since this function
ஆனா
of
அந்த பேங்க்
Irminsul was
ஐஸ்ட்லாம் விட்டுறாங்க.
introduced,
பேங்க் ஐஸ்ட்
it
ஒரு
has
10
only
இருக்கு.
ever been made available to
I mean
scholars who
பேங்க்
don't
ஐஸ்ட் வருது
constitute
ஒரு
a
1 மில்லியன்
particularly
கொடுப்பானுங்க.
large group of people.
10 நாளைக்கு ஒரு தடவை வரும். 1 மில்லியனை விட்டுறாதீங்க.
But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will, under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. But with it thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it.
ஓவர்லோட் பண்ணி ஷட் பண்ண போறாங்களா? எடுத்தாச்சு. கட்சினா பிரிச்சிருவாங்களே.
Counting down. 3, 2,
1.
Are you ready?
Ready.
ஆர்த்தி ஒரே பிளானை 10 தடவை சொல்லி கடைசியில் அந்த பிளானை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்றாங்க. கட 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 கோல்ட் பிஸ்ல பரல அடிச்சு கொய்யால ரெப்ளிகாவை கொண்டு வந்துட்டாங்க. நைடா பறக்குதே, புடிக்கடா. ஓகே, ஆகாஷா டெர்மினல் ஆக்டிவேட் ஆயிடுச்சு. கிட
When people sought knowledge, they turned to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
விடு. ஆனா எவ்வளோ கேம், எந்த கேம் சரி, எவ்வளோ பெரிய கேமா இருந்தாலும் சரி, ஜென்ஷினோட மியூசிக்கை அடிச்சுக்க எவனாலையும் முடியாது.
You would shut down
Genshin music is cinema.
You fools. I have
தனியா
all
பிடிச்சா
the
வந்துட்டான்.
time in the world.
உள்ளதா இருக்கியாடா டுபாகூர்.
Success! The evil Ermin Soul tree has stopped growing!
Great!
ஓகே வந்துட்டா.
What a display of true courage! The courage to think and the courage to act! I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
எப்படி இது சாத்தியம்?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing. Gods are few and far between.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose. Or rather...
I am grateful to you three for your help.
உங்கள் உதவிக்கு
Only
நன்றி.
now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Ermin Soul. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
இப்போ நான் Eternal Oasis போணும். ஏய் traveler
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity?
Never. I assume you have that
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift?
கொடுத்ததை நீ திரும்ப கேக்குற நீ.
How could
ஆமா சூப்பரா வச்சான்.
You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj? You...
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
Entering live combat mode. டொமைனுக்குள்ள டொமைன் இன்னொரு டொமைன்.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid.
அவன் கேப்சர் ஆயிட்டான்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Never mind.
கவலைப்படாத.
But we spent years turning him.
Nothing comes for free in this world.
எதுவுமே ஃப்ரீயா வராது.
The loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have waited.
பாத்தீங்களா மாஸ்டர் காட்றானே.
Understood.
அடடா கிரேட்டோஸ் மாதிரி கண்ணுல ஒரு கோடு போட்டுருக்கேன்.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact.
யாரானே?
For instance, why would a banker act as the executor
Regulator.
of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now.
The 9th of 11 Fotui Harbinger. 9th Harbinger.
Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safety.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this? Given our amicable...
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long in without
genuine.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northern Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a but as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far...
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground...
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They feel a suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer... I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radicalism?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in?
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences. Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It wasn't easy. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. It's true that I hope you don't die too soon, but
Don't you find that a strange thing for me to say? Especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control.
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Regrader, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. Well, Dottore.
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates.
But even so, I would say Irminsol is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them.
Very well. But have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request. The chance to finish confessing. Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed. And still, his confession continued.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our partnership, were you?
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly. And yet, when they see an ordinary person gain godlike levels of power by virtue of their own hard work, they treat him with nothing but suspicion, even if he is a compatriot.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No. I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
There's no need to be so I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this.
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts.
Dear me. I must have caused you no end.
You certainly did. I had the rare honor of being summoned before the Tsaritsa with Pulcinella to answer for myself. Terrifying ordeal. Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious. How did you explain yourself?
Oh, it was quite simple. I just pinned the blame on someone who wasn't there. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone.
How you slander me. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years. Do you have anything lined up for when?
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned...
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity. It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find there is simply no way to reduce any further the amount...
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on... What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories. Yours, for instance.
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at...
What's on your mind?
The limits of It's a pity. Despite running countless calculations, I find...
It's rare to hear you admit to be...
I beg to differ.
Ah, yes, of course. What are you thinking about now?
A new In the event that my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours, for instance, and then combine...
Such a scenario would be...
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives, there will be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the... And if you ceased to exist...
Since the day I met you,
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course.
Mora.
Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
Correct.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave
Rana.
Gandharvaville.
Hey. நீதானடி இவ ஒட்ட ஆரம்பிச்சுதானடி அந்த அவ வரும் சி அது வரும் அர்ணரா கொஸ்ட் உன்னை காப்பாத்தி Hydro, hi bro.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady.
Whoa! Why is Kid...
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And...
Huh. Well, la-dee-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
I think you'll find that it is I whose image...
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
RDR2 செமையா இருக்கா
You're welcome, my lady.
ஜாலியா
I am
பொறுமையா
glad
என்ஜாய்
to
பண்ண
lend
முடியும்
you
அந்த
my
கேம் அப்படி முடிக்க
Sino,
வேண்டிய கேம்
what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance, as we expected. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. Move out.
Out of my way!
Now it's your turn.
Take this! Watch out! Get lost! Whew. Thank you, Jed.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent. She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Prepare yourself.
Nowhere to run!
Pin them down! Look alive! Hi! Cha! Hi! Ha! Ha!
Surrender!
Grant us your blessing! Hi! Cha! Kya! Ha! Ha! You asked for it!
ஏன்டா கேரக்டர் மாத்த முடியல என்னால புரியுது ஏன் மாத்த முடியும்னு.
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done.
Show no mercy.
Transgressions! We shall prevail!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Let's move.
Death.
It's not the
cycle begins.
You need to hurry up.
Where's the line?
Well done.
Gloves off!
Out of my sight in this body.
You need to hurry up.
Do your work!
Roast and fry. Cook this through. Pay your due.
That's my time.
No escape.
Clean! You're dead meat!
Use the force on. It's time.
We shall prevail! Let's get it on! Do your... Do it. Yield! Look alive! Shams!
ப்ளே பண்ணி பார்த்தாதான் ஃபுல் ஃபீல் கிடைக்கும்.
Waterway
ஆமாம் bro,
secured.
ஆமாம் bro. உண்மையிலேயே அது true தான்.
Brothers, sisters,
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance.
The team has arrived at the north entrance.
Good. Press on.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Hear my prayer! Gloves off! Hey, let's get it off! Please!
Nowhere over here.
Hi! Grant us your blessing!
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Buckle up!
சாப்பிடு.
Waste of time! Yield! You're dead meat! Do your work!
Judgment is upon you.
Did it take too long?
என்னடா ஆங்கிள் இது? என்ன கைஸ் அதுக்குள்ள 1 மணி நேரம் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. ஐயோ இது போற பக்கம் பார்த்தா இன்னொரு லைவ் போகும் போலயே.
Look out!
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road now.
Mahamacha Sino, area clear.
போயிட்டு வாங்க. நீங்க பை தானே பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? எதுல பை பண்ணிருக்கீங்க?
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we
Okay,
can split up.
Nice.
Don't worry.
2 request
We'll
அப்புறமா
wipe them
அனுப்புங்க.
all out.
As you can see, our people came raring.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep him safe?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Sino and the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Pranish's creation. Hi bro,
you can
composition
fly.
bro.
Ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
இல்ல bro.
Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud. And shroud.
This ought to do it.
Know your place.
Keep up.
Fatui soldiers up ahead.
யாரா அது ஒளிஞ்சிருந்து பாக்க.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
You're right on schedule.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் கைஸ். Done.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottore's. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. Much higher than we thought. So you've been waiting for us.
but it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather...
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino.
என்ன பத்தி
I know you're the one in charge.
A siege? Sumeru...
Historically, yes. But things can always change.
Historically, அது
We have
உங்களோட தான்,
quite a
but எப்ப
sizable
வேணாலும்
force
எது
with us,
வேணாலும்
you know.
மாறலாம்.
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
It's a illusion.
He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow.
Enough talk.
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are...
அவங்க இங்கே ஆல்ரெடி இங்க வந்துட்டாங்களா யாரு? பைக் ஸ்டெல்தா அந்த கர்மம் தானே நம்மளுக்கு வராது.
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino.
Are you sure you don't need me to...
No need.
நாங்க
Once
பாத்துக்கறோம்டா.
the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of...
All right. Goodbye for now, then.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the same... You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust...
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon?
Wait, the stakes are way higher this time, right?
Okay.
Others. Then you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Huh? Why are you staring at me like...
It's nothing. I just...
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself. Don't you two start getting into it.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide into...
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
She just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because...
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago.
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who...
We will be.
பைமான் என்ன செத்துற போதா? சாகர மாதிரி கொண்டு வராங்கடா.
Initiating connection.
இத காப்பாத்த வரும்போது வயிற்றுலயே குத்தி பைமான் அந்த இடத்துலயே செத்துற போது. வந்துட்டான்டா.
Well, here we are again. Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read.
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
All right, if you insist.
இங்கே போலாம். Hey, doctor. வெளியில வா, doctor. Hey, voice.
This
Hi,
place looks
welcome to
so
the stream.
different from how I remember. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottore's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs.
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, be on your guard. Don't let... The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottore's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot.
Dead? வாடா. Crimson Desert தான் guys best.
Time to ignite.
என்ன குதிச்சு போணுமா இது என்ன என்ன பண்ணணும்னே தெரியல Okay, got it. எப்படிடா போறது இந்த பரதேசி இருக்காங்களே ஏய் ஹாய் ஷமீரா how are you பையனுங்க யூ எங்க உங்க அளவுக்கு இல்ல
The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no, it's
a trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
அது சரி கொஞ்சம் கத்து கொடுக்கிறது
I'm trapped.
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello?
Nicole,
is that you?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. So, I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So please, just follow my lead. Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination. Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Behold! The wind rises.
எப்படி மேல போறது?
Behold! The wind rises.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore. I think he's found us.
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
Dodge that attack!
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left. Trust me.
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourself. Stay focused.
There's a cliff ahead. Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible.
Swarms here.
They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these too. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert. Too slow.
பாஸ் ஃபைட் ஏரியா அது நல்லா தெரிஞ்சிருது ஒரு ஓபன் ஏரியா கொடுத்துட்டாங்கனாலே அது எந்த கேம்
we've made it to relative safety.
Goodness.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine.
Take a short rest.
Nicole?
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
தம்பே நீ யாரு கூட மோதிக்கிட்டு இருக்கன்னு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது.
long enough to find us.
நீ இந்த ஊர்காரங்கள வேணா ஏமாத்தலாம். நான் இந்த ஊரே இல்லடா.
Oh really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that.
ஆனா உன் கலர் கேவலமா இருக்கு.
Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free.
Exalted master of heretical path.
I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche.
ஐயோ அவனுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. ஐயோ இது
Why are
பாசிபிளே
you
இல்ல.
so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called... Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just for someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case... The cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes. Isn't it?
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
Quit following me.
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down.
என் கூட சண்டை போடலாமா நீ?
You have grown stronger.
என் கூட நீ சண்டை போடலாமா?
I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done.
Oh, will I now?
Squall and Fury.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் கைஸ்.
The wind rises.
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I can ask you the same question! I'll distract Dottore. You focus on the mission.
அது சரி. கட்சின் பிரிச்சிருக்கானுங்க.
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night.
May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
Body. Cutscene பிரிச்சிட்டாங்க.
Good timing.
Dottore, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Oh my god. ஒரு காட்டுனானுங்க ஒரு கட்சீன். பெஸ்ட் கைஸ்.
My strength is fading.
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from it.
You're extracting the information from Irminsul just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness.
என்ன பண்ற? பக்கா ஐயோ.
Commit it to memory. I see everything.
என்ன வந்துட்டே இருந்தான்?
Hey!
Scorching bolt! The wind rises.
Oh.
I admire your attempt to introduce a new variant, but it's nowhere near enough.
Time to ignite! Squall and Fury!
Commit it to memory.
The wind rises.
Let's try Moso no Hitachi!
Quit following me. Unsightly insects.
Karen and I are so close. Just hold on a little longer. I'll hold him off. Traveler, Hat Guy, the rest is up to you.
அது சரி.
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
என்னடா எந்த சாப்பாடை யூஸ் பண்ணாலும் ஸ்பெஷல் டிஷ்ன்றான்.
It's time. Say your prayers.
சாவுடா.
Stay on the defensive, but watch your back.
It's time. Say your prayers. Too slow. Time to ignite. The wind rises.
Muso no Hitokachi!
Squall Fury. It's time. Say your prayers.
For you! Blade of the primal flame!
It's time. Say your prayers. Behold.
Let's try this.
The wind rises.
Muso no Hitokachi!
Squall Fury. It's time. Say your prayers. Upon the gale. Scorching burn
all before
you. The wind
you.
rises.
Blade of the primal flame!
Behold. It's time. Say your prayers.
Let's try this. Muso no.
Finally. Time for you to die. Excited?
Time for me to die. How could I approach this closest?
It's time. Say your prayers. Squall Fury.
Primal flame!
The wind rises. It's time. Say your prayers.
Let's try this. Muso no Hitokachi!
Squall Fury. It's time.
That's enough!
போடு ஹாய் ராம்கா சரியான ஃப்ரேம்டா
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me, but give your verdict now!
Boom. Drama cutscene. Great Genshin.
One of wisdom.
Of truth வந்துருச்சு. மகாகுசலதாமா.
That you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul.
அது சரி.
It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have all.
This is my decision.
இதுக்கப்புறம் Irminsul வந்து எதுமே பண்ண முடியாது.
Irminsul is the original tree of Teyvat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The 7 Archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again.
அவ்வளவுதான் நான் முடிஞ்சா மொத்தமா அழிச்சுட்டாங்க.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
This is cinema na. ஐயோ என்னது இது? அவங்களும் பிடிச்சி இழுக்க ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டாங்க. வந்து காப்பாத்தி கூட்டு போயிட்டோம்டா. எல்லுக்கு பிடிச்சி இழுத்துட்டு போயிடுச்சா? ஆனா இவன்ட்ட 2 பாடி இருக்குன்னாங்க. ஒன்னு ஸ்னேஷனையால, ஒன்னு இங்க. ஸோ அப்போ இன்னொன்னு இருந்துச்சுன்னா அவன் திரும்ப வரலாம் தானே?
Shall we?
ஆரம்பிப்போமா?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old segment thought of himself as Dottore.
Okay.
Reserving the name Zandik for the original specimen.
Okay.
Of all the segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction.
Okay.
He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zandik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zandik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zandik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zandik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for...
Surely he would be rescued, Zandik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zandik was too selfish for that.
Don't forget,
one
of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zandiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
Self-preservation பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கான். என்னடா கழுத்துது?
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
உருது மாதிரி இருக்குல்ல. ஆக்சுவலா இவனுக்கு ஒரு செம ஸ்டோரி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ இவனே கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டான். பட் இருந்தாலும் அவனுக்கு இம்மார்டாலிட்டி தேடி இவனுக்கே.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
சே 2 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி.
What a magnificent fire.
வாவ், ஃபைனலி நினைச்சது நடந்துருச்சு. இதத்தான் இவ கனவுல கண்டிருக்கா. பட் கேலரி இங்கதான் இருக்கு.
In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality, you claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time.
But adu ummiyava?
You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human after all. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பயம் உனக்கு இல்லைன்னு தான் நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since.
அப்பா.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came, contract in hand, to
because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
மாஸ்க் ஆர்டிஸ்ட்ல
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside...
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction, and I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life, but where the manner of my death is concerned...
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am, and I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are...
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
Okay.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
Bye bye. கிளம்பிட்டானா? ஓகே, அவ்வளோ முடிஞ்சு போச்சாங்க ஐஸ். நினச்சபடி எர்மன் சொல்ல
I could have carried out many more experiments. But to me, Lord of Dendro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you.
Experiment. It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand.
Indeed. I can see no further outcomes. Ha. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting...
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within yourself.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along. But now, it's...
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to as experiments, I would never describe in those terms. They are events that take place in the real world, and they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We will never...
நம்ம கண்டிப்பா திரும்ப சந்திக்கவே மாட்டோம்டா வெள்ள படம் நாய. அவ்வளவுதானா? முடிஞ்சா?
Well, that's the last of them. Everyone on the list is already back where they...
It was a long, hard road, but we finally finished escorting everyone back. I just pray that we'll never need to leave again. I hope we can stay here forever in this peaceful paradise of our own choosing.
Paradise. In the annals of the Temple of Silence, that word carries great significance. It represents the hopes and desires of the gods. Their longing.
I wouldn't think gods need such a place.
People always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. They forget that gods too need a place to reside. As the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist. Gods...
Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith has faded over the centuries. But we still talk about the gods as though they're part of our lives.
Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they really are. How else could Dunyarzad consider the Dendro Archon a friend?
Well, that sounds about right to me. Describing them as friends sure makes us feel a whole lot closer.
If you told me a few years back that I'd have this many friends, I'd have called you a liar.
Belief is a choice, just like friendship. We've made our choices through battle. The right ones, wouldn't you say?
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decided to pay us a visit. How about...
It's back to Aru Village for us. Still plenty of supplies to distribute and people to help.
Until next time, old friend. As long as you can find the time, you're always welcome to visit us in Aru Village.
Right back at you. Make sure to drop by the Temple of Silence the next time you're free. Word is that 2 of the other 7 pillars, Shezapang and Bennu, might also be dropping by. Since you're wearing the symbols of their power.
Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting a neighbor's home.
Well, the temple was founded by Hermanubis, so I guess to them, that's exactly what it is.
Guess that's true.
All right. We'll make sure to find time to stop by. Stay safe on your journey home.
I will.
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into...
Naturally.
What do you think, Layla?
Huh? Why
என்னை
would
ஏன்டா
you think to
கேக்குறீங்க?
ask me? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servants of King Deshret should live?
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand out too much if we place them here?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home?
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect one another.
By which you mean, you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence, for a while at least. But you have no intention. So, you see this as sort of a family visit? Is that correct?
Family.
You could say that. In a sense, Hermanubis would view this as his home. Just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not?
And what do you mean by that?
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek and, let's say, Thoth, might reasonably be considered wasted.
Why does that not surprise me? Go on.
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say that the bonds we built will end up proving to have been a sound investment.
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of staying here with him. But judging by the expressions of everyone here, I imagine you'll receive a very warm welcome. This sacred ground houses untold knowledge, after all. What better...
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has become a lot more varied.
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some food.
Oh, my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched that you still remember.
How the times have changed! To the people of today, it seems the Ibis King has become a kind and passionate god.
And you, Mr. Herreshoff? What kind of god do you wish to be?
To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. How about you, Dendro Archon?
Me? I'm very...
Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might, like Lord Al-Akhmar. Clearly your approach has it.
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides, my relationship with others...
Not putting on airs might earn you...
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own food, and we all come together to share. You should join us. I'm sure you'll find it fun.
Last time when we got together for a picnic near the Avidia Forest, it was quite the occasion. Seeing as you're already here, how about we hold the next one in the desert?
Can we do that? Wouldn't Tainari...
Don't worry, I can help out.
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier. That way we...
Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know. When it comes to passing the time, chess is more out.
In that case, Dendro Archon, what do you say?
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty I'd win, but I certainly wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds. Cards, cards, cards!
I wonder what variant of chess we're talking here.
Hey,
Mr.
Layla.
Thoth.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
ரொம்ப நேரமா
As
அமைதியா
long
இருக்கு,
as the
இவருக்கு ஒரு
leader of the
dialogue
Temple of
கொடுத்திருக்கானுங்க.
Silence agrees, we can search
But அந்த chess
Hermanubis'
game
place
நல்லா
for
இருந்துச்சு.
books to teach you.
அடுத்த அல்லேதம் காவே குரூப்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஆமா.
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed. Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up.
Yeah,
I suppose living below the academia doesn't...
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess.
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort! If anything, I'm the one who...
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation. I must...
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up... Fine. I suppose I do.
Never... In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a predictable inconvenience.
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home in this state?
I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no reason to be upset.
This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, the windows are shattered.
The way I see it, these problems are easily solved.
Ugh, this is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house or the painting?
I mean your sentiment.
Oh, well, yes. But I'd rather not dwell on such...
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. It's not like you can force them. Anguish can be a source of inspiration. And
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of art.
And I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for you.
Happy about what?
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your view. More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for it. Not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves. It's something that you've been steadily mastering.
Huh. What about you, then?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is. It must have fallen off that shelf. I'll hate them. Those are my paints and inks.
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own things is much of a bribe. These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one, didn't he say it was an out-of-print collectible? Ugh, guess I should help him repair it.
பரவாயில்ல ஒரு நல்ல ஃப்ரெண்டா இருக்கான். அடுத்து யாரு? கோலி அவங்க குரூப்பா? யாரையும் காணோம்.
Local subter beast.
Oh, இவங்க குரூப். Nicole.
Such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a choking cow?
It's called being imposing. Can't you feel it? Are you not intimidated?
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What commands do you have for me, oh mighty Lord Sangamabe?
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told Candace and the others everything, didn't you? Seriously, do you have any idea how differently they see me now?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to actually like you now, maybe even view you as a friend.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangamabe are behind you. Why not take this chance to make a few honest friends?
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious Lady Nefer gain such an admiration for holier-than-thou types? A moon chanter here,
An angel there? Who'd have thought it?
A coming together of fates, nothing more. No need to throw around accusations of admiration.
Forget it. You're right about one thing at least. Making friends is never a bad thing for a merchant. So, I really took a loss this time.
I'm trying to see if you're really crying or if those are just crocodile tears. A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangamabe makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses it, they flow from the corners. Which is it this time?
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Nefer, thank goodness you're here. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Huh? Oh. If it isn't the House of Dana's very own librarian. What can I offer you today, Miss Katayun?
Oh, no. I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book, and a fascinating one at that. We agreed to meet at the entrance to the mausoleum of King Deshret. One more thing. I bought this copy with my own money. It's not borrowed.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. That's quite the mouthful.
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy. The names inside were all circled. Everyone thought it was a riddle.
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear its name!
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it doesn't seem of much consequence. So, what truth lies behind it?
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I'd say the actual truth was about the least important part of the whole episode. I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection, at least in recent years. As for its quality, well, you can judge that for yourself.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangamabe, but Lady Nefer has a fondness for books with... how should I put this? Mixed reviews?
No eye for good literature, huh?
Perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth. It's probably fair to say she prefers the conversations that books can spark over the substance of the books themselves.
Suits my style as an intel broker, wouldn't you say? Very interesting, thank you. I'll return it to you once I'm done reading. And as it happens, I have something for you, too.
Incense?
I imagine you've already used up the incense I gave you last time. Here's some more. This batch is from Nodcry, so the scent won't be quite the same.
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense you gave me. I couldn't bring myself to waste it without a special occasion. But I'll gladly accept this, too. And I promise I'll use it this time.
Katayun, you haven't changed a bit.
Congratulations, Kale.
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long, you finally become...
Sure hasn't been easy for you, huh? This real...
All grown up. No longer a trainee, but an official forest ranger.
Thanks, everyone. It's true. Master Tainari, thank you for your guidance and support.
Sino had a matter to attend to at the Temple of Silence. I don't imagine he'll be back for some time. But don't...
I'm afraid the party will have to wait. Kale still has some matters to attend to first.
Kale? Is...
No, it's not what you think. There's nothing wrong with my health. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt. Master Tainari and Miss...
Well, that's a relief. Let's get together when everyone's back. I'm sure you'll be doing even better by then.
Of course. I have a feeling you're right.
After all that catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's feeling full of vim and vigor again.
Hey guys.
For someone who spends so much time resting, your recovery routine is surprisingly simple.
போஸ்ட் ஒன்னு போட்டுருவோம், அதுக்கு ஓட்டு போட்டுருங்க. அப்புறம் ஷார்ட்ஸ் அப்லோட் பண்ணுவேன் இந்த லைவ் முடிச்சிட்டு, அதுக்கு போய் கமெண்ட் போட்டு விட்டுருங்க.
Don't worry.
மறக்காம எல்லாமே பண்ணுங்க. சும்மா ஏதாவது கமெண்ட் போட்டுட்டு வாங்க.
All right. We all know you're the most hardworking person in Tavad. As long as you're rested and full, that's what really matters. Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the mend. But Paimon's been wondering how...
Okay, அவளை போய் நகிடாவை போய் செக் பண்ணிட்டு வருவோம். ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் போனானா அவனே தூக்கி விட்டுறான். அவன் போதும்டா, நீ நடக்கிறதெல்லாம் நடக்கிறக்குள்ள. டா, நான் அவனே தூக்கி விட்டுறேன் வா.
Traveler, Paimon.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my physical and mental.
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that.
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. If we can just get to the bottom of Dottore's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence. That's the...
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the Bahumana was a truly inspired move. I can really see the positive influence.
Observe, a classic Sumero specialty. Chalking everything up to education and learning.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottore said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately, you're no longer under his sway.
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself by. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself...
However you see yourself, well done.
All right.
Anyway...
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in the city I need to help out with.
போயிட்டு வா.
Paimon's so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida? How are you holding up?
The Pyrognosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights before they finally subsided. All that was left were the parts under... Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul. The situation was contained before it got out of hand, so Tevat's most vital information has largely...
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it? How will you cope now that it's gone?
There is no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed and transposed onto Aru.
Angels can do things like that?
They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. The goddess of flowers, Nabu Malikata, once claimed that she too could perform feats beyond the reach of mere mortals. In my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached such transcendent levels. Her and Nicole really are
So, does that mean your situation is
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate?
Whatever it is, the important thing is that you're okay, Nahida.
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
Sir Nevis, do you have something urgent to...
Yes, there's something I need to report.
என்ன அது? ஐயோ என்னத்தையும் தூக்கி போட்டாண்டியே.
The Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, sends us his sympathies. Along with all the... His stance is that, following the unrest and Nod cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the act of a rogue element, one who cannot be seen to represent...
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own harbingers. The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal with Dottore's subordinate. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which...
Sounds like he's got an answer for everything.
True. But as diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective.
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhnaya would do well to uphold their responsibilities and keep a tight rein over their action. With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon, will you eat with us once this matter is dealt with? Everyone wishes to celebrate.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia all told me the same thing. If there isn't enough room for everyone, we can arrange back-to-back...
What a wonderful idea. That just leaves the question of what we should eat.
Not more tomatoes, surely.
More? Dendro Archon, what do you mean by more tomatoes?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the fields. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. The word has a certain magic to it.
Tomatoes. What can we make?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The Traveler, Paimon, and I still have somewhere we need...
Does this mean you're going to Natlan? Meet them there in person.
I know. But the Traveler, Paimon, will set off as soon as you're ready.
Sure. We'll be ready whenever...
You'll hear no objections from Paimon! We should grab some snacks along the way, though.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to this so much. Natlan is such a lively place.
It's super cheerful and...
I can see that. There are people outside exercising at all hours.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, sap's meat stew, butter braised chicken, hot sourput.
All right. No need for...
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite. Then I'll head...
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on.
Because the pyronosis has vanished.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the pyronosis there's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time, there was to be no returning.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for It's not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express...
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm. I'm glad...
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight? The weather's beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rays.
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kale had come from the goddess of flowers, but I kept it a secret. Those remains weren't hurting Kale, not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her. A yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up. But even as adults, they are still children.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a...
Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably...
Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like...
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always.
But
busy with wonderful things. Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey, do you still remember that time we all got together?
முடிஞ்சதா இல்லையாடா போய்க்கிட்டே இருக்குடா
Tainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu Viastra? Behold, the...
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline. You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kale!
Sucrose! It's been so long! How have you been?
I've been well. Everything's going great. What about you? Are you still busy?
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzan loves it.
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How was the texture of the final...
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this.
Good idea, my friend.
So, what are your identities this time? Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official Forest Ranger Kale. The rest of us are...
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming?
Besides being heartwarming, Our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles.
முடிஞ்சடா குஜால.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt?
Yeah!
Let me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that... You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't...
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance? Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new... There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Trouble. And sorting them myself? My, all that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place...
Don't worry, just leave...
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon.
Thanks. போடு வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க.
Finally! We made it to the last... What even are some of these books?
The Hilichurl Guide to Running for
Hilichurl's Guide to
Life.
Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh.
இது அதுவும் ஓபன் ஆகுது. என்ன black and white மாறிடுச்சு?
Alice?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a...
What?
Have you ever read the storybook, The Little Witch and the Undying Fire? No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one.
That explains...
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise, the Hexen Circle, namely that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the maid... Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere. It makes more sense to... Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them. Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt, striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming...
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all...
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it?
Oh dear, I never could have...
Sure.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking... Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to them. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, we'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friend...
Wonderful. Then I'll let you...
போடாடே. அவ்வளவுதானா? சந்தோஷமா? ஓ இத முடிக்கணுமா?
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. Oh, that's all? Ah, so you noticed too. Not to mention, this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. Unless...
Actually...
Trouble, I presume? Besides, if a book exists in this world, then better for them to remain here than end up in the hand. Anyway, here's your payment.
You're here already? I'm still giving Dottore a little trim. I won't be a moment.
A trim? Does Dottore need haircuts too?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Tevat.
Well, that's definitely an impressive-sounding job title.
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Miss Nicole.
Kale? You seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you meant?
Wish.
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But we thought it had something to do with the god remains.
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Come on, let's pay her a visit.
பார்த்துட்டு வருவோம் வாங்க.
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land. An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That saying falls somewhat flat here in Mondstadt, given that everywhere is already so lush and green.
Lilupar, what are you doing here?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me. The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries. Millennia, even.
Could this be...
related to the god?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you here. And now I have seen you, and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardships and suffered setbacks. The torment an ordinary person might expect to face has befallen you threefold. But, beneath all this, I've witnessed the seeds of desire. You yearn to return to the simple life you once knew, do you not?
I do. I want to throw away everything that isn't mine.
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve into your flesh? The kindness and love they inscribe? Are these things not yours as well?
They are. This is something I've talked about with Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards. I just want to live as an ordinary human. Anything beyond...
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything. How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata, and you're certainly not her.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being, Miss Lilopar.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her. Kale, can you do this for me?
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what—
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do—
I'm willing.
But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you would know is that I was rightly punished for the many evil deeds I committed. Ah, so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling, and still you're willing to do something for me. Life has been cruel to you, and yet you've learned to be kind. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness, I too must play my part.
Are you sure about this, Lilupar?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in flame. I care about nothing else. And you, Kale, I can give you a gift. You'll become just another ordinary human.
But Miss Lilupar, what will happen to you?
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace. Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying to die, and let the dead rest in peace. You have my thanks.
Kale, there's no pressure on you.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life to give me a better—
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes.
I understand. Miss Lilupar?
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like Surret, people say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. Thank you.
அவ்வளவுதான் இது.
Lilupar!
She left, carrying the blessing of flowers.
Kale, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her.
Kale must have already received what she was yearning.
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed.
Then my wish has come true too.
To become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance, I want to protect the people I meet and help them find happiness. That sort of thing.
So between Miss Lilupar and me, you fulfilled 2 wishes already, and protected 2 people.
Wonderful, isn't it? I feel so fantastically happy.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next? What do you want to do when we get back to town?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret.
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like—
Really? Who?
Me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because—
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink—
Do you think maybe up in the sky, she has friends waiting for her with test tubes?
Oh, when you put it like that— What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think, at least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago,
welcome.
these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger. Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking of but somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step.
முடிச்சிட்டேன்டா ஒரு வழியா. யப்பா 1.5 வாரமா ஒரு கொஸ்ட ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி எப்ப முடிச்சிருக்கேன் பாருங்க. நான் அந்த மாதிரி
Ad Astro. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Vandanda enta illa.
You smell nice.
Wow, wow. பதினாறு விஷ் வச்சிருக்கேன். 16 விஷல எனக்கு அவ கிடைக்கணும். அவ்வளோதான் கைஸ், இதோட இந்த லைவை முடிக்கிறேன். 2.5 மணி நேரம் ஆயிடுச்சு. அதிகமாக போன வட்டம் அந்த 1/2 மணி நேரம் கரெக்டாக முடிச்சிருந்தோம்னா இன்னும் கரெக்டாக வந்துருக்கும். பட் லேட் ஆகிடுச்சு. இட்ஸ் ஓகே, ஃபைன், பபாய், சி யூ. அடுத்து உங்களை நான் வேறு ஒரு லைவில் சந்திக்கிறேன். ஷார்ட்ஸ் அப்லோட் பண்ணால் மறக்காமல் லைக்கும் அண்டு கமெண்ட்டும் போட மறந்துடாதீங்க. ரீல்ஸ் பார்த்தாலும் இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் நம்மளோட லைக் அண்டு கமெண்ட் போட்டிருக்கேன். பபாய், சி யூ.